Hi, welcome to this video. I want to mention that everything I say, I want you to think of it as a lie, as just maybe a possibility. But you have to experience it by yourself. You have to make it part of your life to discover if it actually is true or not. It was Max Planck, the one that said a new scientific truth does not triumph by convincing its opponents and making them see the light, but rather because its opponents eventually die and a new generation grows up that is familiar with it. And it is your responsibility to experience life in your own terms. You can hear me out and then judge it, experience it, and then make a decision. The only reason that I teach what I teach is because in the beginning, I did not believe the things that I now teach. But I gave myself the opportunity, I opened my mind up to try it out, especially because I had a very strong need, a personal need. And as I allowed myself to experience it and to try it out, I discovered a new reality. And now it has become my life. So I ask you to please don't believe anything that I say, but at the same time, give yourself the opportunity to see what's out there, to try it. If it doesn't work, well, I am sorry. But if it works, well, I'm glad. I'm glad that you gave yourself that space to try a new reality in which you can see the world through a different lens and you can care for your own health. Take the responsibility. It basically means the ability to respond. Take that ability to respond, that responsibility, in your own hands, and be the creator of the health that you want. So anyway, I'll leave you with this. This is a short part of the last course that I had. I want to start with this statement that Max Planck, one of the greatest minds when it comes to quantum physics, because quantum physics came to break the paradigm of science. It was quite hard. It actually still is. 100 years later, there is a lot of parts of science that are not willing to accept it. And this is 100 years later. So imagine in that time when the minds that were developing this new science, they faced a wall. And that wall was the paradigm of the atomistic science, the physical, the real things, right? The matter, because quantum physics went beyond that, and they started to discover a whole new world of laws. They were not being accepted, and this helps me a lot. This helped me a lot because since day one, I was trying to be as accepted as possible. What I had, it was pure science. Sadly though, most of my energy was being wasted there because it's not my job to convince anybody of anything. And the more that I understood that what will constitute my truth, my reality, it's going to come from my own experience, not from what a person tells me, because that's just information that stays here. But as I'm able to use the information that I have in my mind, and as I'm able to have an experience with that information, then it starts to become part of who I am. So I wanted to start with this because some of the things that we're going to learn this weekend are not accepted by your doctor. A lot of them, right? And they might not be accepted by some of your friends. Everybody that has their mind focused or imprisoned by an atomistic view of reality are going to have a very hard time understanding what we do. And that's despite the fact that a magnet has a physical influence on matter. So the main thing that I want you to keep from this video is that you don't have to believe anything that I say. Absolutely anything. Think of it as just a lie until you convince yourself, until you try it out, until you find that it works. and then it can become your own truth, and do so only if it enhances your life. So out of everything that I say, just think of it as a possibility but not truth, and try it out. See if it works.